Yes, how to learn a language? That is the question. Two videos were shared earlier on learning a language, in which I had suggested that we have to acquire four basic skills in order to learn a language: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And we have to be natural. When we speak, we have to speak in a very natural way, that there is no nervousness, there is no efforts being made. It comes quite naturally, the way we speak in our mother language. This was done in the first video, and in the second video I had told you that you have to create an environment. And creating an environment may not be that easy. If you can't find anyone who will accompany you to speak in English, you can take a mirror and you can just make yourself your companion. Other options are to watch videos and to watch television, to see the news channels and then those TV talk shows, etc., and interviews. And then most interestingly, I told to make mistakes. I gave you the license to make mistakes. And in the third video, I will carry on that. Making mistake should not be made a habit. That is important. Make mistakes initially. If you are very careful about mistakes, that I may make mistake, then you cannot do anything. Firstly, initially you will make mistakes. That's natural. But don't make mistake a habit. Don't make this making mistake your habit. And two types of mistakes are there. Galti se mistake, that is okay, fine. But if you make a mistake out of your habit, that you have to get rid of at any cost. And when you speak in a language, the language that you are learning, you have to make a point that whatever be, you will speak in that language only. There is a boy whose story I heard some years ago. A student of mine told about a boy in Big Boy, that see how adamant he was in speaking in English only. He was talking to a friend of his, and as he was talking with his friend, someone else came and interrupted. 2 or 3 times he interrupted, then one of those two boys who were talking became angry, and he told the other one, the one who interrupted, see how nicely he said, how funnily he said, that actually he wanted to say that we two are talking, why are you coming and interfering, why are you disturbing us in the middle of it? In between, why you come and disturb? This is what he wanted to say, but he said, he talk, I talk, why you middle talk? By this I want to say that yes, he knew that he was not able to speak properly, but he was speaking. So you have to speak only in your target language. Speak only in the target language. That is a very important point. Target language means the language that you are trying to learn. That is your target language. That is your target. You have to speak in that language only. But if we talk about that boy again, he did something that we should not do. What did he do? See, his mother tongue influence was there. There is one thing, when we learn a language, there is one factor which actually we should consider it as a virus, as a disease. What is it? Mother tongue pull. Mother tongue often pulls you towards it. That by the time you are learning a second language, already your vocal system and even your mind, your psychology has got acquainted with your mother tongue. So whenever you want to learn a new language, the usages in the mother tongue tries to influence you. The same thing happened in case of that boy also. Why you middle talk? When he said this sentence, the influence of Hindi was there. बीच में तुम क्यों बात करते हो? This बीच, he said, why you middle talk? That is another thing, that you are not to often translate thinking in the target language. Not only speak in the target language, while speaking you have to think in the target language. What often happens in our case is that we think in our mother tongue, and that's why mother tongue influences. So you have to think in the target language, and you are not to often translate. But initially these things will happen. You have to be careful about all these things, that yes, mother tongue is influencing, and the way that boy said, why you middle talk, similar thing you may also do, but because of this you should not stop talking. But you should be careful about these things, that with the passage of time I should improve myself so that I can finally be able to speak without the influence of my mother tongue. And then if we translate, then some other side effects are there. For example, if you translate, when we meet somebody, then in our language we say, ki khobor. If you say that I'll say this thing in English, and if you translate this ki khobor, it will become, what is the news? But we don't do this. In English, we don't ask someone whom we meet, what is the news? No. But ki khobor, if you translate it, it will become like that. More interestingly, you see, if you say, in English they say, how are you? This can be translated again, how are you? Aap kaise ho? So, not all the things can be translated. Some things can be translated and used the way it is used in your mother language. It can be used in your target language also, but not always. Don't always translate. That's why I have said, don't often translate. Sometimes translation does work, but not often. In case of ki khobor, it is not working. But in case of how are you? Aap kaise ho? Translation is working. Again, in English they say, how do you do also? How are you or how do you do? If you translate how do you do, it will become aap kaise karte ho? This is again funny, ridiculous. Or in English you see, he is playing on the guitar. If you think that playing on the guitar, translation will be, wo guitar lekar khel raha hai. He guitar loi kheli aise. That is not the case. Here the word play on means he is doing the thing that he is supposed to do with the guitar. He is actually using the guitar in the proper way. Guitar bojai ase. But since you got the word play and you know the only one meaning of the word play, to play games, you are translating it in that way. So while translating, be very careful. Translation often leads to some situations where people will laugh at you. And quite interestingly, there are people who have got some habit of speaking. They can speak, but they have inferiority complex. They lack in confidence and they think they cannot. I often find people who say, I can't speak in English. I tell them, but you are speaking in English. When you say, I can't speak in English, it is a very nice English sentence you are using. You are able to speak. You are able to speak in English, and in the very language you are saying you are not able to speak in English. How is it? So, have confidence. And the bottom line of what we have discussed now is that we have to speak in the target language, no matter what mistakes we make. And then we have to think in the target language. Often we should not translate. And when we find that we are able to speak, we should have the confidence, we should continue practicing. And then if grammar comes in between, you find grammar is not, you are very confused about what we should use, guli maro grammar initially. At the beginning, when you are practicing, you ignore grammar, carry on. Then a time will come when the grammar will be okay. When even you go for translation, it will not make you ridiculous. When things will all become fine. So think in the target language, speak only in the target language, no matter what difficulties come, and don't often translate. With this, let us end this video, the third part of the series of learning a language. We will have some two more videos on how learning a language, and then we will make videos on learning English particularly. Thank you very much for being with me.